Okay, so the reading for February 2016. So sitting in quiet meditation and connecting, I find part of my path right now is to connect into the universal energies and everything going on, and start to figure out what my connection things are. So when I dropped my grounding cord down, it was quite confusing because it went to the continent of Africa, but also South America. And it was very confusing because I couldn't tell the difference between either one. And I kept going, is it Africa or is it South America? And they both kept kind of morphing into each other. And I had direct cords connected to both of them, which I have now learned is symbolic of something that's going to happen or something that's connected into that either region or something with it. And so I asked for more connection, and so then I started to see the two continents like morph into two sides of a heart that was broken in the middle, and they kept coming together and like forming this heart, and then I started getting a connection to the people and who's kind of represented by those continents, and I saw, I don't know, it wasn't very clear, but it almost felt like there was this union between African people and people from like South America. So I was getting a connection more, and I don't know if this is me or what, but more in America, like this African American and almost like what would be considered to me the ethnicities that are more prevalent down in South America. And so I was getting this like union, this coming together, this like it felt like what was separated was coming together. And I don't know, it was somewhat, of course, like all of this is symbolic and convoluted and required a lot of deciphering. And then so I kept asking, okay, what's more for February? And so again, don't know symbolically what this means, but I got a volcano and I saw a volcano, so I don't know if it's in direct connection to that or what, but they were pulling me to the story. I don't know how long ago this happened now, but to the story where, not story, but it was a relevant oh gosh, it was a event that happened where was it like around Greenland or Iceland or something? I don't know. There was a volcano where there were planes flying, and like they actually had to ground all the planes because it put up so much soot and ash into the atmosphere that like there was like no fly zones over this place because like no plane could actually traverse through it, and it happened for like a week or something crazy. I don't know. So I was also pulled to that. What that means, I have absolutely no clue, and I don't like to stay in the field longer than I have to, especially if I'm not doing specific work. So we'll just see how all that transpires throughout the month of February. Okay, so the reading for February, we're going to start with the Divine Mother. Oh, fantastic. And the Divine Father, even better. Finally, something that's exciting. So transcendence. So from the earth, this to me is a complete, so this is transcendent. This is the ending. It's interesting because this is the ending of a cycle. This is the crown chakra card. And here in the heaven energy, this is the crown chakra card mixed with the root chakra. So it's so interesting because this represents the earth, or like what could be considered the root chakra, and this represents heaven, or what can be considered like the crown chakra, and the earth's coming in. So this is really magical. So for the energy surrounding February, there's a transcendence. So when this happens, this is our purpose, meeting our higher self, leading to transcendence. So there's big messages, big conclusions. This is the top. So when I teach the 7-week chakra journey, there's this progression through, you move through clearings in the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, all the way up to the crown. When you get to the crown, that's when you have the highest perspective. That's when all the divine connection and wisdom comes through. You have enough gained perspective, that you understand clearly kind of the path. It's like you have moved yourself through a level of experience and existence, and now you're at the end of a plateau, a journey, and this is where transformation happens. So this is the earth. This is what's grounding us. So in foundationally, what's grounding us, what we're connected to, the energy that's kind of underneath us, is this transcendence. So we've kind of come to this peak, and there's now going to be this big transformation. So there's going to be this big kind of downward now manifesting spiral of energy, which is so interesting because then we pull the manifesting card from heaven. So what's happening, we're at the top of this plateau, the top of this life lesson, the top of this experience, the top of this like crescendo moment. And now what comes through is this now downward flow of manifesting energy. So February, what we're bringing through is our divine potential to manifest into the physical world. So on a world scale for February, what's happening is we are so connected with earth. We have divinity and divine energy, and with heaven we have the ability to pull through that and manifest. These are complete yin and yang balanced cards. There's so much balance, like everything that could happen, I say it's happening now. Like, take the momentum and the energy and go with it. These are awesome cards. I can't wait to see what happens. So somebody, mom, asked me to talk about, I always hold crystals. So she said I look like I have funny claw hands sometimes, and so I always hold crystals to make sure I'm resonating with the highest, clearest channels possible. So this month it's a copper ball, which is great for conductivity, and an celestial quartz, which super connected to the earth and grounding, and so I guess there's no coincidence to that, right? So connecting to the earth and bringing it through. So, okay, let's see what's going on. So in the root chakra, great awareness. So in order to have all of this energy, this is manifesting. So we're manifesting the awareness to be present to what's coming through. So this is connecting with the voice, the throat chakra energy, and being present with it. So I'd say I guess maybe everybody would say, okay, well, what's transcending? What am I bringing through? Because that's the big question always. When you get to the end of a cycle, of a journey, it's almost like, okay, well, what's the next step? And so it's like, what's my divine purpose in this? What's the next step? What am I supposed to be doing next? You know, what am I transcending into? So you get it. So what am I transcending into? So here it's saying, if you're grounded, if you're present, and have present moment awareness, and this is all root chakra too, the voice. So it's but it's the voice, and present moment is going to give you the awareness. So either listen to, and this is directly coming from last month, right? So listen to what's being spoken around you. Listen. I think you're going to get clues and hits as to what's supposed to be happening, maybe through the voice, either through what you're saying or it's saying claim it, but it's awareness in the present moment. So you'll have the awareness in the present moment through voice. So I think it's definitely going to be spoken, like that which is spoken around you is really going to resonate, and that's where you're going to get these glimpses of what's kind of aligning now, what's manifesting into your field to be worked on. So sacral chakra, so progress. So this is about your willpower in the present moment. So this is your connection, your one-on-one relationships, and it's calling for so progression, moving forward. So it's your like your family. So family and progression connect with willpower. So your one-on-one relationships, so bringing all this through, progression, so elevating, it's kind of like this, your family's around you, it's calling for willpower and strength to progress on, to move through it. So this could be signaling connections. So this is all about fluidity and finding your balance within those one-on-one relationships. So it's like directly guiding you to some kind of family situation, again calling you to call forth that strength, that resilience, that willpower to move through it, to have to progress through whatever's happening. How's that connect to root chakra and your foundation? Being present, using the voice to create the awareness of what's happening. And so it feels like there's something maybe here that could possibly hold you back. Maybe there's somebody that, and this is something too, where, you know, we think people around us who are maybe saying we can't do it, or giving us the devil's advocate opinion, you know, constantly trying to, you know, you almost feel like they're constantly trying to bring you down. And I don't know if that's the energy here, but it's like they're constantly trying to help you see all angles of a situation, and it's saying you just have to have the strength, the willpower, the resilience to progress through this. But a lot of times that's also your voice that's signaling. A lot of times, if you can be so present and aware in your field that you can hear everything that's being said, that clues you in, even if it's something you're hearing that you don't like, that you have to kind of grow out of. And that's the energy of this card. It's like giving you the fire, the passion, to move through that with whoever this is in the family, or the family unit altogether. But it's, you know, it's cluing you into, you know, don't think there's anything positive or negative, you know, just use it all as a language to kind of help guide you what resonates, what doesn't resonate. And then that's where you can focus your awareness. Again, it's the voice that's going to give you clues as to where you should be spending your energy. So when people around you are saying things, if it feels right, if it feels connected, if you get that rush of energy through you, that's kind of cluing you into, again, this universal energy that's happening around us, clues you into whatever it is you're supposed to be transcending through and manifesting. So solar plexus chakra, the pioneer. So this is about your self-expression mixed with humanity. So this is, again, it's like, so you've stepped up from like the family, you've gotten the strength to kind of, whatever, it keeps feeling like naysayers or whatever people maybe are saying, that devil's advocate opinion, you know, in the one-on-one, these close relationships with the family. Now it's saying on like a earth-based level or community-based level, or like the ring of people who surround you outside of your family, you know, people who you're just connected to, but, you know, maybe you smile at or whatever, but they're not, you know, part of your group. It's on that human level. Now you're being called to have this pioneer energy, and the pioneer is all about bringing things, new things, you know, things that you create through the way you dance through life. It's about bringing these things into the world. And again, this is the authentic self. So it's almost like it's giving you, you know, use the cues of the voice and the sounds and the words that are being spoken around you to guide you towards what you're manifesting and bringing through, that's divinely aligned, that's going to be this kind of transcending next step in your path. And then it's like in the one-on-one relationships, you really have to look to your family and really persevere and continue with the progress through whatever everybody's saying. In the authentic self, it's like now you have to be the pioneer. You're going to have to create things that are new, that might be scary, that people might not get. You are going to be the guiding light, the pioneer, bringing new concepts, new thoughts, new ideas. And it's like to the people outside of you that you're not so comfortable talking to or with, but this is you and using your expression to do it. So heart center, deceit. So the thing that could block you here is lies. So we're back again to the awareness and the voice. And so this is shadow side of throat chakra. So what could hinder the growth? What could stop the progress? What could lead from whatever spiritual you're bringing through into the physical manifesting? What could be the deterring factor here? Would be something you're speaking falsely, you're telling lies, you're manipulating things from the voice, the vocal center. So it's really getting clear. This is so funny because we're on throat chakra week too. So be open, be clear. Don't allow anything throat chakra or even people telling lies to you, right? So again, be open and clear with your own field, what you're creating, and see, you know, what you feel when people talk to you. See if you can call that out as well. So throat chakra, heart chakra. So throat chakra, the observer. So here your higher self is going to come through with your intuition. So again, there's somebody around you. There's somebody around you telling you lies, because here in the throat chakra, now it's cluing us into who's telling you these lies or what's coming through, because I don't think this is you telling lies. This is somebody around you that's going to be speaking lies, being deceitful, and it's saying, how are you going to know that? It's your higher self basically is going to be clued in through your intuitive self. You have to really pull yourself back and be the observer of what's going on. So you have to have this detached perspective, be grounded enough so that when you're in your own field and things are coming in, you can feel what resonates. Higher self is all about, when you're so aligned and connected to your higher self, this crown chakra energy, you're running that intuitively. You're going to know if something feels right or doesn't feel right, and you have to trust that, because this is the block that could happen that doesn't allow these things to come through into full manifestation. So third eye chakra, kindness. So this is about your voice. No, this is upside down. This is manifesting. So this is your mind with your self-expression. So third eye chakra here, the greater perspective over this situation. It's calling on kindness. So the things you think about what you're going to have to create, again, back here to your authentic self, we have you using your own expression. You're kind of, there's something, again, that's manifesting that you're bringing through on a big earth scale. This is the energy that's coming in. We're all kind of plateauing. There's this chance to make a leap if you're ready, if you're open to it, to make this next leap in your conscious awareness, and to bring through, to manifest that next step in your purpose and your path. And so here, when we're back in the authentic self, the thing was saying, or it was saying that your self-expression, you're going to have to be the pioneer and kind of lead people to this energy. And here it's saying in the third eye chakra, how do you see the situation clearly? It's saying the mind, to have kindness over now what you're thinking about that you have to do. It's calling on you to just have this like sense of compassion, or the mind can be such a dark, scary place if we let what we have to do, especially being pulled back here to this pioneer energy. You have to step outside of your box. You have to bring this to these masses of people surrounding you, whatever that may be, outside of your comfort zone. And so here it's saying, you have to cultivate this kindness towards what you think and what you're going to have to express and create, because the mind can be a very dark and scary place if you let it be. So the crown chakra is about tolerance. So again, higher self mixed with your self-expression. So really they're calling on you on every level, with this self-expression, with what you're pulling through. You've got self-expression with heart chakra, self-expression with third eye chakra, self-expression with crown chakra. So this self-expression is, like I always say, it's the dance of life. It's like you will manifest by doing and not saying, like how you interact with the world, how you it's like the dance of life, right? So how you choose to interact with the energy of this month is really going to determine how this comes through and how this shift, this alignment opens up for you. And here now in the crown chakra, you're getting your higher self again saying, just have tolerance over what you have to do this month. It's like, set yourself free. This is the woman riding on the back of a duck through the moon, right? So it's all about change and freedom and letting go, and just being that quirky, like, allow your dance to come through. However you need to interact with the energy of the world this month, you have to do it. You have to have tolerance towards what you're gonna have to do. And this is the higher self coming through saying, now, on every level you've been called to have, and through the self-expression. So okay, so your self-expression is living out your higher self, which can be, if this is your most divine path, it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to make you elevate to a place that is unfamiliar, that is not normal for you. Your higher self, this is your highest alignment to your divinity, and so it's really pushing you to take this step. And so that's why it's saying, you got to have tolerance for maybe what you're going to go through in this, and it's directly connected to you and what you're bringing through. So really good, really good energy. It's, I think if you seize the energy coming through this month, if you really allow yourself to be free and just it's almost like, having the awareness, progressing through those people who might be trying to hold you back, being the pioneer, getting your stuff out there, not being afraid to make the contacts or to touch base with people you don't know on a grander scale, to be this pioneer energy, to get it out there. Look for the person who might be lying to you or trying to deceive you. That's a block in the energy, this kind of up-leveling energy coming through. Have kindness towards the mind, be the observer, and then have tolerance as well. So great energy for February, I think, if you seize the opportunities to be expressive and to just live. And it's very, because it's not like your authentic self because you're already there. It's almost like now you've walked the walk through your authenticity and whatever this thing is that's manifesting. Now it's like you have to, and it's not even it's like talking the talk, but it's like living it. Whatever it is that you want to come through, you have to actually live it and do it and be it, and that's how it's going to come through. With light and love.